In the last episode, I got super lucky by heading over to the launch site to try and counter someone taking out Bradley. I managed to scare them off and steal some of their loot, including an M2 LMG, which is one of the best guns in the entire game and pretty hard to get because you can only get them from the heli and the Bradley loot. But in this episode, we're going to be working more on the base, so we will return to a week in Rust. Alright, welcome back guys. Let's grab this little present here. And yeah, I've been collecting these presents that Santa drops every now and then when he flies over or shows up or whatever he does during the Christmas event here. Let's just check the upkeep real quick in these external TCs, make sure we got enough in here. But yeah, if you get enough of these presents, I've probably mentioned it before, you can actually upgrade them to the next level of present, and the higher the level of present, the better the gift inside if you decide to open it. So it's probably a good idea to level them up rather than just opening the low level ones all the time. Anyway, in this episode, guys, or at least today, what we're going to be doing is working on the base a little bit further. I've still got quite a lot to do. We've got the next level to work on. Then we've got the shooting floor and the roof. We do have the compound down now, which is good though. I reckon 4 days will be enough in here. Nearly 5 days there. I like to have a fair bit in the external TC so I don't have to constantly come out here and check them all the time. I don't know if I should leave a little bit of... I guess I need that little bit of HQM in there because of the armored window. Anyway, we'll go check the other ones as well. But yeah, we are going to need to keep getting more stone, cooking up metal frags. I haven't put any large furnaces in the compound yet, but I'll definitely have to do that as soon as possible. And I'll probably chuck down an oil refinery somewhere. I think I can fit one actually inside the outer shell of my base to make it even more secure. What do we got in here? 3 days. Let's just put a bit more in here as well, I think. Yeah, but I just got back actually from a fairly uneventful trip to the launch site. There was one guy over there who was recycling, but he got away before I could get close enough to take him out. But anyway, the main reason I went over to the launch site is... let's put the window back on that. Is I was looking for more gears in particular because we need a lot of gears to build some of the deployables and all of the many garage doors that I've been putting in this base. So I actually got pretty short on those, but I did get a few more, which was pretty cool. We did a bit of recycling over there, stuff like that. Actually, you know, one thing that I probably should have crafted by now is there's a Christmas event item that you can craft. I just can't remember what it's called. It's like Christmas something. I don't know which section it would be under here. Could be under fun or let's see, Christmas. We got a Christmas tree. I don't think that really does anything. It's more decorative. It's a calendar or something. Yeah, here we go. Advent calendar, workbench level 1. All right. So, receive a special gift, it says, every day. So I think what this does is every day during the Christmas event, you can actually get a random gift from this thing. But obviously we need to build it. And I probably should have built it a long time ago, to be honest. We've been missing out on our free gifts from this thing. I don't know how good they are, but I might actually end up putting an armored door up here at some point. Actually, we have an armored door here already, but down where the garage doors are. Anyway, let's just let's see. Let's just make this thing, this advent calendar. It's pretty cheap to make. 100 wood, 20 cloth. super, super cheap. And I guess we'll have to find a place. Man, this thing is pretty huge, actually. Where can we put this? Let's see if we can put it somewhere where it's not going to get in the way too much. Looks like we could fit it there, but then I probably wouldn't be able to look out the window super conveniently if we need to. Yeah, I don't think that's the best spot for it. Let's see if we can find somewhere else. I can just plonk it down on one of these external foundations, probably, like maybe this one. Yeah, that's probably a good spot. How do I want to situate this? I can't place. Let's put this triangle up here, and then we can stand on that to place it perfectly. Can I not rotate this thing? Kind of looks weird already without even having built it yet. It's like a bunch of boxes. I guess they're presents. Oh, yeah, interesting. Open box. Okay. Let's just get rid of this, this triangle up here. So I guess we can open this once per day here during the Christmas event. Oh, what did we get? Okay, we got a grenade launcher and shotgun rounds for it. Interesting. Well, it's a shame they didn't give us HE rounds, but I'll take it. That's pretty cool. I think technically the shotgun rounds in the GL is the highest damage shot in the entire game that you can get. It's pretty crazy, like 270 damage. Like, it would absolutely destroy pretty much almost anyone in any kind of armor, just about, except full heavy plate probably. But yeah, pretty cool. Oh wait, did we get more than one? Wait, what? I got 3? Okay, these were stacked really weird when I claimed this present, but hell yeah, 3 GLs. Hopefully we can get hold of some high explosive shells for this thing, because these with high explosive shells are actually super good for defending raids and stuff like that, or even like if you do an online raid against someone. I might actually put one of these in my respawn room here, maybe in the locker, and then we'll put the other 2 somewhere else. Okay, let's slash our way out through this temporary roof tile, and we're going to expand the base to this next level and put in some inner peaks and stuff like that. What is that transport heli doing over there at launch site? I don't know if it's gonna shoot at me or not here. It's a pretty bad shot anyway. It's not like the attack heli. That thing has trouble hitting anything. But yeah, I just have to try and figure out where I want the rooms and stuff on this level. This is my own unique build that I came up with, this base. I'm just trying to remember how I put the rooms in and stuff like that. I think this... Shooting at someone over there. Someone must be over there at launch site right now. Anyway, let's just put a jump up here. And yeah, I'm going to put some more storage up here and stuff like that. I think we'll have space up here for at least 2 large loot rooms. Just keeping an eye on that transport heli. It's shooting at someone over there. I don't think they're in too much danger of getting killed from it though, because unless they're naked, I guess, and it gets a lucky headshot in or something. Alrighty, so we might just wait for that thing to go, and then we'll start working on the next level of the base here a bit further. Okay, so I've put a few walls in up here, and I'm gonna make probably another bedroom area and a storage room up here. Let's just chuck the garage door on that. So we're gonna have kind of an inner core area where I can respawn and have sort of another layer of security if people get inside my inner peaks. I like to have a few windows in here as well, so I can see, you know, what's going on just outside the core area there and stuff like that. And we'll put a window there. Let's repair that. And we're obviously going to put some inner peaks just outside of this area as well. So if people get into the outer shell, we can basically kill them from up here. They're going to have a super hard time if we do get online raided. Of course, if we're offline, it's not going to matter. But yeah, there's not much we can do about that except put tons of traps everywhere later. So I do plan on getting turrets and shotgun traps and stuff like that. Eventually, maybe some SAM sites. Let's just finish off this. And then basically above this level, we are going to have the roof. And then once that's done, the main base is pretty much done. And we just have to work on the electronics and all that stuff, which is sort of another final level to the base. Getting lights put in, turrets set up, power generation, all that stuff. It's a lot of fun, but also you need a lot of resources, and it's a lot of work when you're solo. Just gonna have a lot of garage doors here and stuff like that eventually. This is why I need all those gears. But I think we're gonna run out of resources pretty soon with all this building. We're probably gonna have to go back out and start farming some more nodes. I still haven't put down those large furnaces actually. I'll have to get around to doing that pretty soon. Okay, let's just finish this off. I like to upgrade the floors and ceilings to discourage a top-down raid as much as possible. Plus, you kind of have to these days, when it comes to the very top level anyway, to help provide some protection against the MLRS rockets. Because they will basically melt stone if you just have stone on the top of your base. Sort of adds a whole new element to defending your base when they introduce the MLRS system. Alright, so that's pretty much the basics of the inner core area of this level, but we are going to have to put some inner peaks here as well. And I've got a pretty cool like ramp style setup that I want to try to build here, and this involves two ramps and a square frame there. So basically the outer ramp that's going to go in this little shooting floor type room is just going to be for elevation, and then this other ramp down here is going to be basically an inner peak. So you can actually shoot through the center part of the ramp, which is like a grill, and it's actually pretty handy for getting some pretty cool little peaks on people. So I thought I'd try out this type of inner peak here, and yeah, give it a go. So it's pretty cool. One of the pretty cool parts of this base that I've included in this build. So it's just a little bit tricky to get it right with the stability and all of that stuff. So we'll see how we go here. Okay, we should be able to upgrade this. And obviously I'm going to be putting in braziers in the windows. Cool. So that's the basic idea with it. Like you have the outer peaks and then you have the inner peaks through the center of the upgraded ramp. We're going to do the same thing on two of the other corners, if you like, of the base. I don't know if they're exactly corners, but it's kind of like almost like a clover leaf sort of shape, this base. It's kind of like a weird rounded triangle shape. It's just how it kind of worked out with the way I built it. But yeah, they should give us some peaks down here into the inner shell area if this gets breached. But we're going to have to basically do the same thing on the other two spots as well. I'm just going to upgrade the bottom of this because I couldn't reach it from the rooftop there. There we go, beautiful stuff. All right, so we'll just do a little bit more building here on the the peaks, and yeah, see how we go with our materials. Like I said, I'm probably gonna have to go farm some more nodes pretty soon here. I'll just put these frames here for stability as well. Just a little bit of extra stability. Upgrade these. Base is going to be quite expensive for upkeep once it's built. But anyway, we should be able to manage it here on a 2x server. It's looking pretty good. I've finally got around to crafting a couple of furnaces and an oil refinery. So now we can smelt up all that ore that we get super quickly and efficiently, which is going to be pretty awesome and help a lot with our future building. So with the oil refinery, I should be able to actually place this somewhere down here within the outer shell of the base. Hopefully I can place it here somewhere. Right there. That looks about right. Nice one. And we can still put a frame here, which is good. So yeah, now we can cook up all of our crude, which is pretty awesome. And get a lot more low grade going. And it's nice and secure there from any grubs that might want to jump over the wall prior to getting added security of turrets. Okay, so with the large furnaces, I got two of these. I very rarely really use more than two of these. I know some people put tons of them down, even playing solo, but I don't like to upkeep all the wood and stuff like with multiple large furnaces, so I just go with two of them. Seems to get the job done. Where will we put this one? That looks like... maybe I should space them out a bit more. Let's see. Try and find the best spot. I don't want to have too much stuff cluttering the compound either, because you want to have good lines of sight for the turrets that eventually I'm going to put in. Let's cook up that that ore. I tell you what, I love having the furnace splitter mod on this server. Just makes things so much quicker and easier when you have to split the ore. Let's upgrade that. Alright, so I'm still going to be working a bit further on the inner peaks and the outer peaks of that top level of the base that we're at right now. Let's just upgrade this one as well. So I did put in a second ramp peak here as well. I had a little bit of trouble with the second one. For some reason, the stability seemed to be a bit of an issue, but I figured it out. Oh, look, Santa's going past. Super close, man. Ah, he just dropped the golden present. Okay, we want to go get that. I've never actually got one of those before. Look at that. It's coming down right over there near my base. Let's just make sure we leave behind this stuff. I don't want to lose all these building materials if someone else comes over to counter. Let's just put that in there. All right, cool. Okay, let's head over there, and it's coming down pretty quick. Man, I wonder what these things have in them, eh? Let's go see what we get out of this thing. I don't know if there's going to be anyone else around right now. There was someone over at the launch site earlier, but probably left by now. That was a while ago. Man, these are so cool looking too. What with the particle effects and stuff. Just keep an eye out for other players here. Let's get our health up to max is probably a good idea. Alright. Here we go. Man, this is so close to my base. I've seen a few of them coming down, but I haven't actually been able to loot one yet. So this will be interesting to see what you get in these. Just hide here for a little bit. Look at that thing. I don't know how Santa fit that in his sleigh, but we won't question it too much. I guess this takes the place of the regular supply drops that you get sometimes. Or maybe it's as well as the regular supply drops, but I think it might be instead of them during the Christmas event. Man, that thing is huge. Just keep an eye out for players though. There's a lot of like events and stuff like that in puzzles and like monuments and Rust where you have to wait around a lot sort of to give other players a chance to counter. I guess this is one of those things. Man, it's like, how is it defying gravity at this point? It doesn't even have a parachute. It's just it's just like hovering there. Such a cool design though with the stars coming off the top of it. I don't think you can loot these in midair. Right. Okay. The eagle has landed. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that's a lot of scrap, but okay, not that great. We got a Tommy. Let's head back to base. Let's head back to base. I think I left something in the giant present there. That's okay. Maybe we can lure other players over and take them out as well. Man, we got a lot of presents out of that. Oh, attachments. It's pretty cool. Wasn't as good as I thought though. I don't know what I was expecting out of that thing, but multiple M2s or L96s would have been nice, I guess. But anyway. Alright, let's get back to building here. Okay, let's upgrade this. So this is the third of these ramp peak areas. And I've also started putting in these inner peak triangles, as you can see. We've got a few gaps here too, thanks to the multi-TC setup. It took me a long while. This was probably the hardest part of coming up with this base build, was to figure out the multi-TC setup so that there was very precise gaps to support the multi-TCs. And make sure that they were supporting as much of the external shells as possible. So the reason that you do that is to reduce the upkeep cost. And obviously the external TCs also help with grief protection if you get raided. So they're actually pretty awesome to include in a build once you can figure out, you know, how to space them correctly and stuff like that. Very tactical, I know. But yeah, I was really pleased with how it worked out. I think there's a few tweaks I can make to this design to make it a little bit more efficient with the honeycombing and stuff, but I'm pretty happy with it. You know, when I tested it out on the build server. Let's upgrade that. I don't know how feasible this would be for a solo in a vanilla server, but you could probably do it if you had a really successful wipe. You know, you got a lot of materials from raiding and stuff like that. Okay, that's looking pretty good so far. Obviously, we're going to need some embrasures for these windows. And we're obviously going to enclose all of this once we get the peaks. Oh, there's a present down there that I didn't get. So these are going to be the external peaks out here as well. We're going to have peaks everywhere, plus we're going to have roof ramps and stuff like that. So it's going to be actually a pretty awesome base for online raid defense. And it's going to be a pretty expensive base once it's finished for offline raids as well, which, let's be honest, are probably far more likely to happen in Rust, particularly in a solo server like this one. Some players are pretty cautious about raiding solo for good reason. Alright, that's looking pretty good. I'm going to need some more materials though at some point. Let's go back down and see what we've got left in the boxes. Well, as it turns out, guys, there was not a lot left in my boxes as far as building materials go. So we need a lot more stone, metal frags, all that stuff. So yeah, we got the jackhammer. We're out super early in the day. It's still dark. And we're going to be hitting a few nodes out here. I came over to the south side this time. I haven't really explored this area too much. And we'll have a look around and see what's going on out here. See if there's any interesting looking bases out here. There could be potential future raid targets. There's a base over here actually. Sounds like attack heli's out as well. Oh, this has got ladders all over it. Interesting. So, has someone raided this place, or have they just grubbed over the walls? Kind of hard to tell. I'd say they've probably just climbed over there and tried to steal stuff from inside their compound, which is something I've got to be careful of myself at the moment without any turrets up, particularly when I'm cooking up all these materials and stuff like that in my large furnace. See what else is going on over here. So we're all the way over now at airfield, actually. Can't see too many nodes over here, actually. There's a lot of trees, though. But you can get wood anywhere, pretty much. What we've got here, metal node. We'll hit this. Anyway, I'm going to keep farming these nodes, guys, and we'll see what else we can discover in the process as well. Man, that is a super pointy looking mountain over there. We might actually head over and climb up the top of that, see what kind of view we can get of the area. I haven't been finding a lot of nodes out here. There's been a couple though. Let's get this metal ore here. There are a few small bases around here. Probably people have been out here farming. There's a little compound over there. Yeah, this is a super weird looking mountain here. This is probably the highest point in the whole map up here. We should get a pretty good view. Some sulfur up here as well. Right on the tip just about. Let's get this. I don't need sulfur too badly at the moment, but eventually it's definitely going to be something that's important. Man, look at this. We're pretty much on the top of the world right now for this map. Get the 360-degree view. It'd be pretty funny just to build a tower or something on the top of that mountain. Let's go have a look at some of these bases. There's a quarry over here as well. Sometimes you get nodes around the quarries. But we could even use this quarry. Oh, someone's got a couple of supply drops coming down. There's definitely a player threw those out over the other side of launch site, I think. Yeah, I think we could actually use this quarry. It's not really the most efficient way to get resources, though. Like, it goes through a lot of low grade to get whatever the resource is. Oh, what's this base here? This looks like it's been raided from the top. I wonder if we can get inside, see if they left anything behind. Oh, there's a ladder here. Okay, it looks like we should be able to get out. Oh yeah, there's a bit of stuff. Let's eat the granola bars. Bit of meat. Oh, a little bit of ore. Some friggin' charcoal. What else we got? That's about it. They even had a little heater here. Someone's taking all the good stuff there. Interesting. Alright, we'll get back to farming nodes and then we'll head back to base. Cook this up. Okay, we made it back to base with all of our ore that we farmed. Didn't get exactly as much as I wanted, but this is definitely going to help with the building cause. We already claimed that earlier. I don't think we've waited long enough to get the next present. I think it's based on real life calendar days, not just Rust days, which are much shorter. Okay. Let's just organize some of our loot that we got. And I've got a little bit of stone and metal here that we can work with anyway. I'll grab that window. What else will we need? I'm gonna need a bed eventually if I put another bedroom up there. Embrasures, we got a bunch of these crafted already, which is good. Getting a fair bit of charcoal as well, which is going to be awesome for making gunpowder later on. When we start crafting up our boom to do raiding. But right now the focus is on completing the base, getting a bit more security going, all that stuff. Wait. Did I just hear someone building? What the hell? Am I getting raided? I hope they're not building a raid base right now. Let's see what's going on. Wow, what the heck are they building over there? I think they were just trying to build over my walls. Let's get rid of that. Someone was trying to grub over my walls. That's what happens when you start cooking up the large furnaces. This is why we need turrets as soon as possible. Let's just put these embrasures in here. Yeah, my immediate thought... Let's get rid of that. There we go. I don't know where the guy is who was building that. He was just here. He's probably hiding somewhere. I know. He's probably just outside my compound. It's probably one of my neighbors. Anyway, yeah, we need to get turrets ASAP to take care of the grubs. But yeah, my immediate thought as soon as I hear building like that outside my base is that someone's building a raid base. I've had it happen many times before, where they throw up a raid base and then just start raiding you. So yeah, you want to be alert to that sort of stuff. But that definitely was not a raid base. That was just a little frame he was trying to climb over with. You know what? That actually reminds me of something that I should have probably started building earlier, which is I need to put external TCs all around the perimeter of my compound so people can't build that close to the walls. So basically that's going to prevent people building structures to be able to jump over my compound walls, but we're going to need a lot of wood and stone. I might start working on that straight away actually. So that was actually a handy little reminder of the need to put those perimeter TCs out there. Just before we start working on the perimeter TCs, I thought I would take my MLRS rockets that I've collected so far and the aiming module, and I'm going to actually hide these in a stash outside within my compound. Just in case we get raided and they get all of our loot inside the base. I like to keep stuff like that somewhere where it's going to be almost impossible to find, so that we can always get revenge on people. But yeah, they're pretty powerful, the MLRS rockets, so I'm going to keep these in a stash. It's a good idea to do it if you have a lot of rockets, like regular rockets or C4 and stuff like that as well. Sneaky little way of making sure raiders don't get all of your best loot. If I can get out the front door here. Maybe I should put some boxes in there or something to stand on at some point. But where can we put this stash down? Maybe it has to be somewhere I can remember, right? This corner right here looks pretty good next to the vehicle garage. And we'll put all the MLRS rockets in there. Hide them there for later. Okay, I've finally got all the resources that I need to put down some of these perimeter TCs outside my compound. Let's just grab all of this ore out of here and all of this ore out of here because I'm just about ready to log off for the day. So I don't want to leave that in the furnaces while I'm offline. If there's no players out there right now, door camping. We'll just chuck this in here for now. Make sure we don't have all of our resources in our inventory at once. You always got to be careful with the possibility of door campers outside your base or your compound. Right, anyway, I'm going to throw up as many of these external TCs. Basically, I want to have the entire outside of the compound as a building exclusion zone for other players. So if they do decide to build something, it's going to have to be like way back away from my base. So where will we start with these? I guess we'll start putting them down over where that guy was trying to build in. I don't know if it was my neighbor over there or who it was. He was a stealthy little ninja though. I didn't even see the guy that did it. So when you're throwing down these perimeter TCs, you basically just want to get your foundation ready to place and then just go to the edge of where your building privilege extends to. So right here we've got the TC on our right and we got the base behind us. So you just want to get to the edge where those two building privileges end. And then when you don't have building privilege anymore, just throw down the foundation like this. And just chuck a TC on there. And I like to do basically just a stone enclosure, completely close it off. You don't even really need to lock the TC, I just do anyway. And then I'm just going to put enough stone in there, which I've actually run out of. We'll need to go get some more stone, but I just put enough stone in there to last the rest of the wipe, and then I don't have to worry about those external TCs in terms of upkeep. Just keeping an eye out for players. I'm kind of paranoid now after that guy tried to build over. Definitely someone out there that's been eyeing off my base and wants to get my loot already. So we got to be a bit cautious because sometimes they'll start door camping you. So yeah, we gotta be a little bit cautious here. We'll just finish off this TC here, this TC enclosure. So yeah, you don't need too much upkeep in these because it's basically just a foundation, 3 walls and a roof tile. So we'll just put enough in there for the rest of the wipe here, 6 days worth. Just try and factor in the extra wall that we'll put on there, and that's pretty much done. And then we're just going to do this the whole way around the compound. So it will take quite a bit of stone and some wood for the TCs, but hopefully I've got enough here to do that. I think maybe two or three between each of the external disconnectables should do the job. I think we'll get away with two on this side. Let's put this one over here. Like that. Maybe put the walls up first to be on the safe side. So now no one's going to be able to build over the walls. They can still slap down a ladder and get over that way. But at least they take a little bit of damage if they do that. And you can hear that pretty clearly when they're getting wrecked by the barbed wire on the top of the compound walls. Let's just get these presents here. Might as well. Anyway, guys, I'm just about to log out for a little while. And hopefully we don't get raided overnight. But that's where we'll leave this episode for today. After I get a few more of these external TCs down. And I hope you're enjoying this series. So in the next episode, hopefully we can finish off the main base. And start getting the turrets up and power generation and stuff like that. Then we can get back to some more raiding and more exciting stuff. So anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Slippery Jim out.